morning to everyone. So we have completed P block 1, second chapter. So first chapter metallurgy and second chapter P block 1 we have completed. So today I am going to discuss book back questions. So 20 one word question, 20 descriptive questions. So first question, an aqueous solution of borax. So borax Na2B4O7 dissolved in water, which gives sodium hydroxide and boric acid. Boric acid is a weak acid, but sodium hydroxide is a strong base. So the solution become alkaline, that is basic in nature. So C option. Then boric acid is an acid because its molecule, okay, accept OH minus from water, releasing proton. Usually acid means it should donate proton, okay, but here boric acid which do not have H plus, so which having 3 OH group. So boric acid is an electron deficient molecule which can accept 1 OH minus from water and release proton, okay. So boric acid is an acid due to accepting OH from water and releasing 1 proton. So boric acid is a monobasic acid. So this one is entrance based question. The third question, which among the following is not borane? So borane is nothing but hydride of boron is called borane. So borane having general formula like a hydrocarbon. So alkane means CnH2n plus 2, CnH2n, CnH2n minus 2, alkene, alkyne. So like that, the borane compound having 2 type of general formula. One is nidoborane, another one is arachnoborane. BnH4 plus N, another one is BnH6 plus N. Okay, so the compound should satisfy this rule. Okay, so B2H6. B2H6 means B2 4 plus 2 6. So this one is nidoborane. B2H6 comes under nidoborane. B3H6. B3 4 plus 3 7. But here is 6 only given. Okay. Then third one B4H10. Arachnoborane. B4 6 plus 4 10. So B4H10. So nidoborane, this one is arachnoborane, but this one is not borane. So correct answer is B. Then fourth one, which of the following metal has the largest abundance in the earth crust? So aluminum is the third most abundant element in the earth crust. Okay, A option. In diborane, the number of electrons that account for banana bond. Banana bond is nothing but 3-centered 2 electron bond. So there are 2 banana bond, so 2 plus 2, 4 electron. Then the element that does not show catenation among the following P block elements. So down the group, the catenation property decreases. So the answer is lead, which do not have, okay, self-linking property. And then seventh question, carbon atom in fluorine with the formula C60 have. Okay, so sp2 hybridized. So except diamond, all other allotropies of carbon follows sp2 hybridization. Then question number 8, the oxidation state of carbonates hydride. So hydride, example methane. What is the oxidation state of carbon? +4. Okay. The basic structure unit of silicates is SiO4 4 minus. Sulfate ion means SO4 2 minus. Carbonate ion means CO3 2 minus. Like that, silicate ions SiO4 4 minus. The repeating unit in silicones. So SiR2O, this is the repeating unit, B option. Then question number 11, which of these not monomer for higher molecular mass silicon polymer? So higher molecular mass silicon polymer means chlorosilane should undergo polymerization, that is cyclic polymerization or linear polymerization. Okay, so here Me3 trimethyl chlorosilane, which gives only simple silicon, all others chlorosilane undergoes, okay, polymer compounds, okay, that is linear chain silicon, cyclic silicon, cross-linked silicons, but A option is the correct one. Okay, Which of the following is not sp2 hybridized? Okay, graphite, graphene, fluorine. Okay, all this undergoes sp2 hybridization, but in dry ice, okay, CO2, which follows sp hybridization. sp hybridization. The geometry at which carbon atom in diamond are bonded to each other. The geometry at which carbon atom in diamond are bonded to each other. Tetrahedral. Okay. Then which of the following statement is not correct? Beryl is a cyclic silicate. Correct. Mg2SiO4 is an orthosilicate. Correct. SiO4 4 minus is basic structural unit of silicate. Correct. So which one is wrong? The feldspar is not aluminosilicate. Okay, feldspar is aluminosilicate. That is the correct statement. Feldspar is not aluminosilicate. It is a false statement. Then AlF3 is soluble in HF only in the presence of KF. It is due to the formation. Okay, so AlF3 directly, okay, will not react with the HF. First, it react with the KF, form complex compound. So AlF3 plus 3KF, which gives K3AlF6. This complex compound only dissolve HF. Okay. After forming complex compound only, the compound dissolve in HF. Okay. Right. So B option. Then question number 16. Okay, you have to match it. Borozole, inorganic benzene or borazine. Okay, formula B3N3H6. So A2. So A2 means first option only, A option only. Okay. So the correct answer is A. Okay. B, boric acid. BOH thrice. BOH thrice. BOH thrice. B1. And then C, quartz, SiO2. C4. Then borax, D3. D3. So the correct answer is A option. Then duralumin is an alloy of aluminum, copper, manganese, magnesium. B option. Then thermodynamically the most stable form of carbon. So diamond is a hard, not thermally stable. Diamond is a hard substance, not thermally stable substance. So thermally stable substance is graphite due to delocalization. Okay. So one unhybridized p electron involved in the delocalization, which gives thermal stable compound. Okay, graphite is a thermal stable allotropic form of carbon. The compound that is used in nuclear reactor, metal boride. Okay, the stability of +1 oxidation state increases in the sequence. So down a group, inert pair effect increases. The lowering oxidation state, the stability of lowering oxidation state increases. So A option, aluminium, gallium, indium, thallium, due to increasing inert pair effect. So there are 20 questions. Okay. So in public exam, out of 15 questions, okay, around 8 questions comes from book back. So you should thorough with the book back one word questions. The next one is descriptive questions. What is inert pair effect? Actually, it is given in chapter 3. Okay, by mistake. Okay, this question printed in chapter 3. Actually, this should come in chapter 2. What is inert pair effect? Okay, the NS electron will not take part in reaction. Only NP electron involved in the reaction is called as, this phenomenon is called as inert pair effect. So especially group 14, 15, 16 shows inert pair effect. Okay, right. Write short note on anomalous property of the first element of P block. So P block, 13th group first element boron, 14th group first element carbon, 15th group first element nitrogen, 16th group first element oxygen, 17th group first element fluorine. So these first elements shows, okay, different character in the, okay, same group. Okay, that is the other elements present in the same group. Okay, so due to the small size of first member, high ionization and enthalpy and high electronegativity, absence of d orbital. Okay, so due to these three, okay, parameter, the first element shows different character. Describe briefly allotropism. Allotropism means what? Same element form different structural arrangement with the same physical state. This phenomenon is called as allotropism. For example, carbon. What is the allotropic form of carbon? Diamond and the graphite. So both contain carbon only, but in diamond, carbon arranged in tetrahedral manner. In graphite, carbon arranged in the hexagonal manner. Then boron does not react directly with the hydrogen. Suggest one method to prepare diboron from BF3. So BF3, boron trifluoride, reacts with sodium hydride, so which gives diborane at the temperature of 450 Kelvin. Give the uses of borax. Okay, so there are three uses: identification of colored metal ions, optical, borosilicate glass, enamels, glass for poetry. Okay, it is used as flux in metallurgy, act as a good preservating agent. Then what is catenation? Describe briefly the catenation property of carbon. So catenation means self-linking property. Okay, the condition for catenation. The element should have ability to bond with itself. Valency of element is greater than or equal to 2. Okay, so the self bond must be as strong as its bond with other element. The kinetic inertness of catenated compound towards other molecules. So the element should satisfy these conditions. Then only the elements can exhibit catenation property. Okay, for example, carbon. So carbon is having all the properties, so exhibit catenation nature. Write note on Fischer-Tropsch synthesis. Okay, carbon monoxide reacts with the hydrogen at a high pressure, low pressure. The low pressure is called as Fischer-Tropsch synthesis. High pressure, the product is methyl alcohol, but at low pressure gives hydrocarbon, saturated, unsaturated hydrocarbon. Then structure of carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide. Carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, both are linear structure. Okay, you can explain structure with the help of molecular orbital theory, and both involved in the resonance hybrid. Okay, it's carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide both involved in the resonance hybrid. Okay, so carbon dioxide structure is 3 center 4 electron bond. There are 3 atom involved in the bond formation. So 3 center 4 electron bond in CO2. Okay. Then give the uses of silicones. Okay, based on physical properties, different physical properties, silicones are used in different way. Okay, silicones are used for low temperature lubrication in vacuum pump, high temperature oil bath, because which can withstand high temperature as well as low temperature. There is no change in the viscosity of silicone liquid. Okay, they are used for making waterproofing cloth. So silicones having organic side chain, so which are water repellent group. They are used as insulating material in electrical motor and other appliances, because which do not conduct heat and electricity, so which act as a insulating material. They are mixed with the paints and enamels to make them resistant towards high temperature, sunlight, dampness, and chemicals, because they are inert in nature. So aluminum chloride behave like a Lewis acid. Substantiate this statement. Okay, so aluminum chloride is an electron diffusion molecule which can accept pair of electron from donor. Okay, so ammonia, phosphine, carbonyl chlorides are electron donor. So they are Lewis base. Okay, they can give electron pair to aluminum chloride. So aluminum chloride is a electron diffusion molecule, or you can say aluminum chloride is a Lewis acid. Describe the structure of diborane. There are 2 boron atoms surrounded by 6 electrons. So here 6 electron, here 6 electron. Total is 7 electron. Valence electron 12. Okay, 6 electron, 6 electron. There are 12 electrons. Okay, out of 12 electron, 8 electron involved in the BH bond. Out of 12 electron, 8 electron in the BH bond. That is a regular covalent bond. Okay, that is 2 center 2 electron bond. 2 center 2 electron bond. 1, 2, 3, 4. So how many 2 center 2 electron bond? 4 2 center 2 electron bond. How many electron involved? 8 electron involved. So how many electron remaining? 4 electron remaining. That 4 electron involved in the 3 center 2 electron bond called banana bond or bridge bond. So boron, hydrogen, boron. 3 center 2 electron. So there are two 3-center 3-electron bond, or we can say two banana bond. Here, the boron involves in sp3 hybridization. Boron involves sp3 hybridization. Then right side notes on hydroboration. So diborane reacts with the unsaturated compound, alkene alkyne. So which gives hydroborane compound. This hydroborane compound used in the formation of anti-Markovnikov addition product. Anti-Markovnikov addition product. And then give one example for each of the following. Okay. So icosogen boron, that is 13th group is called icosogen, and the 14th group is called tetrogen, and the 15th group is called nitrogen, and the 16th group is called chalcogen. So boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen. Then write a note on metallic nature of p block elements. So metallic nature means they should give electropositive ion by losing electron. Okay. So this tendency of losing electron depends on ionization energy. Okay, down a group ionization energy decreases. So down a group the metallic nature increases in the p block. Complete the following reactions. So all reaction given from textbook only. Okay, so this one is inside equation. Okay, boric acid reacts with ammonia. Okay. Borax reacts with sulfuric acid, diborane reacts with alkali, diborane reacts with methyl alcohol, okay, boron trifluoride reacts with water, formic acid reacts with sulfuric acid, okay, silicon tetrachloride reacts with ammonia, silicon tetrachloride reacts with ethyl alcohol, boron reacts with alkali, action of heat on tetraboric acid, H2B4O7, okay. So all equations from textbook only. The next one is how will you identify borate radical? So this reaction is called as ethyl borate test. Ethyl borate test. So boric acid reacts with ethyl alcohol in the presence of concentrated sulfuric acid, which gives triethoxyborane. So this compound gives green edged flame when it burns. Okay, so this test is called ethyl borate test to identify borate radical. Borate radical. So sulfate radical means we can identify barium chloride test. Chloride radical means chromium chloride test. Like that, if you want to identify borate radical, you have to use ethyl borate test. Then write short notes on zeolite. So very, very important question, zeolite. Okay, this is the structure of zeolite. Okay, so which is having silicon, aluminum, oxygen. Okay, this zeolite structure having silicon, aluminum, oxygen. Okay, so all these three atoms connected in tetrahedral manner. Okay, so zeolite is nothing but three-dimensional silicates. So example for three-dimensional silicates. Okay, so the chemical name of zeolite, hydrated sodium aluminosilicate. This is chemical name. Okay, so chemical formula NaOAl2O3 XSiO2. Okay, YH2O. Okay, so X may vary from 2 to 10 and Y may vary from 2 to 6. Okay, so zeolite having pore structure. Okay, that is honeycomb structure, having a lot of tunnels and cages in the similar size. Okay, interconnected tunnels and cages. So through which the sodium ion and water molecule can freely move in and outward. Okay, so they are rigid structure. So this one is a zeolite having rigid structure. Okay, this pore is used to remove. This pore is used to remove the hardness of water. The hard water contains calcium, magnesium ion. Okay, that calcium and the magnesium ion, while passing through these cages or pore, okay, the sodium ion present in the zeolite replaced by calcium, magnesium present in the hard water. By this way, hard water remove the hardness of water. Okay, so zeolite is used to remove the permanent hardness of water. So this is the structure of zeolite. How will you convert boric acid to boron nitride? So boric acid reacts with ammonia, which gives boron nitride. So boron nitride is similar to graphite structure. Boron nitride similar to graphite structure. A hydride of second period alkali metal A on reaction with the compound of boron B to give reducing agent C. Okay, so hydride of second period alkali metal. Second period alkali metal is lithium. Okay, so hydride, lithium hydride. So A is lithium hydride. Reaction with the compound of boron. Compound of boron, diborane. So which gives lithium borohydride. This is very important, reducing agent. So C is lithium borohydride. So A lithium hydride, B diborane, C lithium borohydride. The next one is a double salt which contain fourth period alkali metal. Fourth period alkali metals means potassium. Okay, so compound A is potash alum, hydrated potash alum. This potash alum, heated at the temperature of 500 Kelvin, it loses water of crystallization and gives burnt alum. So compound B is burnt alum which contains sulfate. So it can precipitate with barium chloride. Okay, the sulfate ion can precipitate with barium chloride due to formation of barium sulfate, insoluble barium sulfate, and also gives red color compound with the alizarin. Okay, so compound A is potash alum, compound B is burnt alum. Okay, CO is a reducing agent, justified with the example. So already we discussed in metallurgy chapter Ellingham diagram. So Ellingham diagram used to identify the best reducing agent to convert metal oxide into metal. Okay, so iron oxide can be easily reduced by CO because which can form CO2, which is more stable oxide than ferric oxide. Okay, so CO is a best reducing agent for iron oxide. So you know that oxygen prefer with the atom of element and form more stable oxide. So here oxygen prefer with the carbon rather than iron. So iron oxide can reduce it into iron. Okay, so there are 20 questions. There are 20 questions. So 20 book back questions and the descriptive questions, 2 mark, 3 mark, 5 mark questions. Okay, there are totally 20 questions. P block 1 we have completed. P block 1.
Thank you, students. I hope you understand the concept. Keep learning. Stay reactive.